The sheriff of Maricopa County, Arizona, tonight defending himself against charges of racial profiling. Sheriff Joe Arpaio says a Justice Department investigation of his department was launched out of political motivation. Reverend Al Sharpton has called for the sheriff's resignation. Both men join us tonight from Phoenix and will debate in our face-off. Thank you both for being with us. Let's begin first. Reverend Sharpton, you've accused the sheriff of racial profiling, of unleashing a, quote, reign of terror in the community, cracking down on illegal immigrants. Now, you two met today, discussed some of the facts. Do you still hold the same views?
Well, I mean, we had a very frank and blunt meeting and very civil. He had written a letter in which he aired some of his disagreements with me. I've been very public with mine. But beyond, I think, the name-calling and posturing, the substantive issues was what I wanted to discuss. I came in this morning and, along with Supervisor Wilcox and others, met with hundreds of people here at Pilgrim Rest Church. The problem is, Lou Dobbs, is that there is a real pattern that has been raised of Latinos and African Americans that have said that they've been harassed and raided, and it is not equal on the other side. And this is what I discussed with the sheriff. He was blunt in his defending of his department, and we agreed to disagree on the results.
Sheriff Arpaio, you agreed to disagree. Did you find any area of agreement after your meeting?
Yeah, we both go after animal cruelty, but we had a nice meeting, but nothing will change. The Justice Department can go after me, the Congress, the local politicians, a few of them. Nothing will change. I told the Reverend that. He understands it. He has his agenda. I'm enforcing the laws, and I feel very comfortable the way we operate.
And how do you respond to that, Al Sharpton?
Well, I think the fact of the matter is this. If we have only a segment of the community in this county that is being arrested, that is being stopped, and I asked whether there was any data on the race of those stopped. He said they don't have that data. Then, and he raised something about the legislation, which I think is a legitimate point, because I don't understand why, if we are going after people who are here illegally and taking jobs, something that everybody would be concerned about, why aren't we going after the employers? It's almost like they're protected, whereas you only get the guys that are coming here seeking some ways of making a living, rather than people that are benefiting from it.
Sheriff, your response.
Well, I hope that he was with Mary Rose Wilcox. It just took $1.4 million away that the legislature gave us to go after the employers, the employer sanction laws. We've been very successful in following that state law. We have state laws here that we are enforcing. So I agree with the Reverend, but also not just to go after the employers, go after those that are working here and are here illegally. That's the difference I believe we have.
That is one difference. The other is, and you introduce it, Reverend Sharpton, and that is no statistics, no data on those arrested by race or ethnicity, either kept by the Sheriff's Department, the Department of Public Safety, or any other, as far as I know, law enforcement agency. And certainly the question then arises, how do you know, and what is the basis of your assertion that there's racial profiling?
The basis is hundreds of people that are coming forward raising this question, people that have testified before congressional committees, people that have made this to the Justice Department. I don't think that the Justice Department would be just looking into this if they had not felt that there was enough reason for them to make the inquiry. And I think that in many ways, if you don't have the data, how do you say that that is not so, unless you can say, well, no, look at all of these people. African Americans, you had a dentist come forward today saying, my wife is a lawyer, I'm a dentist. Why am I a suspect? Why have I been pulled over so many times? You have Latinos that are citizens. We're not talking about illegal people. We're talking about people that are born here, that are legal, that are citizens, that feel like they've been harassed. That is a civil right concern, Lou.
Wait a minute. He's just listening to a small group of people. One or two testified in Congress. Even the Justice Department and Congress said we read about these allegations in the newspapers. and I want the Justice Department investigated. We are asking the Justice Department to investigate themselves. This is all politics, and the Reverend has fell right into the trap.
Well, you know, I think that's a new curve I haven't heard, to ask the Justice Department to investigate the Justice Department.
That's
While
right.
the Justice Department investigates the Justice Department, somebody needs to explain, while many of these citizens are saying this, if there's no data there, then how does the sheriff defend himself? And then how do we collectively look at how the immigration laws should protect citizens that are, you have an indigenous community of Indians that say their town has been raided. I mean, these people are either having a mass hallucination in this county, or we have a problem that we need to try to get beyond the name calling and try to protect people's civil rights.
We haven't invaded any Indian reservations. You can go on
No, I
and
said
on.
a community.
No, that's garbage, and you know that, Al. We discussed that. We've gone into white neighborhoods. I've been accused of everything, and it is all garbage, and I'm going to tell you something. It's all going to come out in a wash. Believe me. Stay tuned.
Let me ask you this. You have been, your department, Sheriff Arpaio, has been part of the 287G program. One of the few programs in the country, in fact, in what has been a controversial program. But the U.S. Justice Department had to review your department, had to review the execution of that program. What was their finding?